So what was the last thing you bought on eBay?
Oh, you mean the Edison tube?
Welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels with your hosts, Sean and Marianne Dawn.
Well, hello, Parapeeps, and welcome to another episode of Our Haunted Travels. I am your host, Sean Donnelly.
And I'm your co-host, Marianne Donnelly.
That's right. My wife has a really bad addiction of buying stuff on eBay. Every time we do one of these locations, she has to go and say, well, I need this, I need that.
That's right. I need stuff. I need stuff to show off.
Anyways, before we get into that nightmare, this is actually a special video because we're doing a collaboration with Doodles by Doug.
Doodles!
Doodles by Doug. He has an awesome channel where he goes out and he makes these little doodles. And he goes live and you can actually watch him do them live. So, hey, show him some love. Go on over, check out his channel, and check out the video that he is doing in conjunction with this video about Thomas Edison. It's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
Pretty cool. So check him out. Give him some love. Subscribe to his channel. Like his video that he's doing. And by the way, if you haven't subscribed to our channel,
how did I know that was coming?
Now's the time to do it. Go ahead and hit that subscribe button. Ring that bell so you know when we go live or post a new video. And you know what? Go one step further and go ahead and share this with your friends. Because what we're going to share with you today is a demonstration of one of the original Thomas Edison's phonograph. Which, in the beginning there, we did a little joke. If that's an original thing that you bought from a phonograph.
Yes.
And it's on its way.
It's on its way.
Here yet.
It's not here yet.
Not here in time for the video.
No, maybe it'll be here for the live broadcast.
For Saturday.
Maybe. We'll see.
Yeah. And that's another thing, too. We go live every Saturday at 5 o'clock Eastern.
We're live at 5.
Let's Talk Paranormal. And I'm not quite sure what we're doing this week. I know we got a little bit of, we got a challenge I just picked up today.
We have a guest coming on.
We got a guest coming on. We're just going to go nuts. Talk about Thomas Edison trivia and things like that, too. So, anyways, the phonograph was actually an accident.
Yes, it was.
You want to tell a story, or you want me to tell a story?
No, go ahead. But it was an accident. He wasn't planning on making it at all.
That's right. Thomas Edison was actually spending some time researching on how to improve the telegraph system. Mm-hmm. And he got an idea of recording Morse code onto some sort of device, which you got a wax cylinder coming? Mm-hmm. Okay. Recording that Morse code on some sort of device and playing it back.
So that they could play it back at their own speed and own rate for...
Right. Morse code.
Yes, but for...
being able to determine what it was saying.
Yes, translation.
Translation.
Boy, I'm having trouble with words.
So the theory was Morse code's being transmitted. It could be transmitted faster. They can record it, and then they could slow it down and translate it. Yes. That was the idea behind it. But he noticed when he was playing stuff back, he was picking up an audible tone and not just a dee-dee-dee-dee-dee-dee. So he took it a step further and was able to record voices. Mm-hmm. Which, by the way, those of you who are really, really super young, now you're doing like, well, I don't even think they do MP3s anymore. They just stream it live over Spotify. But this was the beginning of recorded voice and recorded music and recorded sound. This device that we're going to share with you.
And what was it? Do you remember what he recorded?
I know exactly what it was.
Go ahead.
It was Mary Had a Little Lamb.
It sure was.
And I think that's in the demo. So go ahead and watch this video, and we're going to come back at the end and wrap things up.
Edison actually made 200 of these. Only 9 of them exist in the world today. Greenfield Village owns 4 of them, and we demonstrate it here every day of the year. But it simply works by vibration. So as you speak, them invisible sound waves that travel through the air create vibrations. So Edison just stuck a diaphragm here. It's clear. It's kind of like plastic, but actually it's mica mineral. With that needle, you can see it right there, right in the middle. So as you speak into it, the diaphragm vibrates with your voice vibrations, and then the needle makes an indentation, like hills and valleys, onto the tin foil. It doesn't cut all the way through, it's not that sharp, but it actually, like say, hills and valleys. So I'm going to record. Does anybody know the first recorded words in human history?
Was it Mary Had a Little Lamb?
Yep, Mary Had a Little Lamb, the nursery rhyme. That's what Edison chose for some reason. He did have small children here at Menlo Park, so that probably was on his mind. So I have to scream into it, so forgive me. Hello, Mary had a little lamb. Its fleece was white as snow. Ha, ha. And he did add a ha, ha at the end. That's not part of the original nursery. And then you simply rewind it back to the beginning. And you can see the recording I made onto it, the indentations of my voice vibrations. And rewind it back to the beginning. And the needle will ride in them grooves and kick back out my voice. With the bigger state-of-the-art technology back in 1880, the megaphone. I started with hello. Yeah, you can kind of make that out. It still works pretty decent for 1878. And every year Edison worked on it, the rest of his life it got better every year. Selling home entertainment devices to the public was where all the money was at. Beautiful cabinets, artwork. You know, the electricity came out after a while in 1930. The vinyl record. Sony and iTunes will tell you they still make a fortune selling music to the public. People love paying money for music. So the phonograph all started with this tin foil. It's just a sheet of tin foil, just like aluminum. But again, this was never for sale. It was too crude, but they rapidly improved upon it, figured out how to make money on it, you might say.
What was the source of the tin foil?
He actually had, tin was widely available in the 1880s, not aluminum, tin was. So he had his, Edison knew everybody in New York, manufacturers and stuff, so he contracted that out, a friend of his, to make sheets of tin foil for him.
Okay.
Yeah.
You couldn't go down to the convenience store and buy
No, only a shop could make them, but he would do concert halls, exhibitions, state fairs, charge people 10 cents and 20 cents to hear it. And people gladly paid it. Nobody could believe a machine could actually replicate the human voice until they actually heard it.
No.
So,
all right, so we had to share that with you. I know it's not paranormal, but the Menlo Park, where that was recorded yet, there is paranormal claims. If you didn't catch our video on Tuesday, I'll put a link to that right here. Bing! The ghost stories and folklore about the Menlo Park lab. But that's where that was recorded, was right there in the lab. Mm-hmm. So Morse code, yeah.
It was pretty big in his life.
We've been trying to learn that. We actually have our amateur radio license. We're at the general level. We haven't learned the Morse code yet, but that's on our to-do list.
It is.
But you have a little story about Morse code?
Yeah, it's kind of two-tone. He learned how to do Morse code from a station master when he was a young boy. He had saved the station master's child from being run over by a runaway train. And so the station master was so happy and so excited and thankful that he taught him how to do Morse code. And so from then on, it stuck in his head. And it was stuck in his head so much that when he started dating his second wife, Nina, he taught her how to do Morse code so that she could do Morse code with him while others were around, so people wouldn't know what they were talking
like
about.
Messages.
But what was even cooler, one day when he did this, his little dit-dot dashes said, "Will you marry me?" She, of course, replied, also in Morse code, "Yes." So I thought that was pretty cool.
Proposed in Morse code.
Proposed in Morse code.
So again, those of you who are really young and don't even know what we're talking about Morse code, when you watch the movies like the Titanic and stuff like that, and they had the telegraph operators, what they were doing was communicating in Morse code, which is a series of dots and dashes. And
he nicknamed his first two children Dot and Dash. He was really into Morse code.
So the dit, dash, dit, that type of thing, would make up letters of the alphabet or words or phrases and things like that, and that's how they communicated. It wasn't actually listen to somebody talking. It was that did, you know, that kind of thing.
Yes.
Which even today, Morse code is making a comeback.
It is.
Like I said, we're amateur radio operators. You can actually communicate farther over amateur radio with less power using Morse code.
Mm-hmm.
They call it CW.
Yes.
But, yeah, that's quite interesting. I mean, farther, like, we're talking other countries and things like that with 25 watts or less. Some are doing it with 5 watts, which is amazing.
Yeah, it's
so.
Oh.
That's a whole different topic, the amateur radio stuff. But,
yes.
Yeah. All right, so do you have anything else?
No, that'll be all for now.
All right, so before we wrap up here, again, please go over and check out Doodles by Doug. Check out his channel. Say, hey, I came over from Panic D Videos. Let's just all go over there and show him some love and check out his video. It's
I'm
cool.
sure what he comes up with will be fantastic for Mr. Thomas Edison.
I saw a preview. I don't think you saw it yet. Did I show it to you?
Yeah, you did.
You did? Okay. Did I show you the second one?
No, it's not. The only one I saw was an outline.
Okay. Well, don't say no more.
I won't.
Let them go check it. All right, folks. Hey, until next time.
Thanks for watching.
And happy hunting.
Let us know if you like this video by hitting that thumbs up. Also, if you'd like to see more videos from us in the future, support our channel by hitting that subscribe button and dinging that bell so you get notified the next time there's a video from Panic D Videos.
Thanks for watching.
Happy hunting.